All right, welcome to Yin Yoga. And in today's class, we're going to work on a fair bit of the body today. We'll throw in some twists as well, just to get the turning muscles of the body tuned a little bit. And something we haven't done for a long time, maybe forever, is we'll throw in some mantra work today. A mantra is usually something that can be said audibly aloud or quietly within the mind's eye. The mantra can be in different languages. It can be connected to the breath. And so we'll just practice a little mantra work to begin our class here today. So find a comfortable seat. Try to stack the head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, whether you're kneeling or cross-legged. Let the shoulders dangle the weight of the arms, so the arms are nice and loose. Palms face up, resting the back of the hands on the thighs. Start to tune into your breathing and allow each new breath to get a little longer, a little slower, and a little gentler. So the breath is growing gradually, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, but every now and then breathing out through the mouth. So every 5 or 6 breaths, letting go of a breath through the mouth. It can make a sound or it can be quiet. And one of the mantras that I've practiced in the past is called So Ham. And it's a Sanskrit mantra. And I like to connect it to the rhythm of the breath. So as I breathe in, I quietly say to myself, so. And as I breathe out, hum. So. Hum. So a mantra can help the focus and concentration with the breath. Can help the mind become less flighty, more anchored. So, hum. And the translation of that is, I am that I am. So you can translate that and use the English if you prefer. I am that I am. I am who I am. So, hum. So at any time in today's class, you want to return to that mantra, helping stabilize the mind, focus the mind. Feel free to come back to that mantra, or if you have your own mantra that you prefer, you can add anything. It might be, I relax, I breathe. So you can start to create your own mantra as well. And then slowly coming off your seat, stand your feet on your mat in front of you, lean back into your hands, and simply start to sway the knees from side to side, going slowly and just feeling the different sensations in the legs and the hips, and the arms, of course. When the knees turn to the right, turn the head to the left. When the knees fall to the left, turn the head to the right. So your head is turning and twisting in the opposite direction to the knees. And then try sweeping, when the knees fall to the left, sweep the right hand around and look behind you, incorporating the whole body, feeling the twisting through the whole body. And you might like to add your mantra, So Hum. So Hum. And just notice the impact of a mantra. Now, the next time the knees fall to the right, pause and come down onto your elbows. If one elbow is floating, put a cushion or a block underneath it. And in this twisted sphinx, start to turn the head to the left, so, and then the right, hum. So, hum. And just notice the rhythm of your breathing as you turn the head, and if you're repeating the mantra, the next time the head comes to neutral, lift the chin up, look up, lift the eyebrows up, and exhale, drop the head, rounding, pushing back through the elbows, so you really feel this, the stretch through the spine here. Relax the push, come forward, lift the head, lift the eyebrows. Exhale, push through the hands and arms, rounding the back, dropping the head. So, hum. So, hum. Now either stay here, or if you can, widen the arms a little bit and bring the chest and the side of the head down onto the ground into this deeper twist. Support any parts of the body that feel in need of support. If there's too much strain or stress or pain, support it until that pain or stress diminishes. So, hum. So I'm repeating the mantra quietly in my mind's eye. With each breath. Walk the hands in a little closer to push you up. And this time with straight arms, hold the twist. Now we're going to thread the needle in this position. So keep that left hand planted. The right hand is going to come underneath. And then slowly lower yourself onto your shoulder and reach that left hand out above you. You want your head supported. It could be on the ground. It could be on a block. So, hum. Now with great care here, we're going to take that outstretched top hand, the left arm, and slowly bring it over the body and behind us until we're lying on the back. The knees are still twisted to the right, but you've created a whole different twist by bringing that hand back out. So the arms are in the outstretched position from the shoulders. Now, if that left knee, that top knee is lifting, you can bring your right foot on top of it to hold it down a bit. So, hum. Slowly bring that left arm back, come onto your side body and press upwards once again. And then coming back to center, leaning back. Maybe saying your mantra a couple of times, so hum, and just noticing how you feel. And then we can start windshield wipering the knees again. Head turns in the opposite direction to the knees. So, hum. So, you can add the arm sweeps. So you can see where we're going with this. We're just preparing for the other side. And at the same time, releasing any tightness left over in the spine. And this time when the knees come to the left, pause and come onto your elbows. So, hum. So mantras can be a wonderful way also to help block out distractions of noise or environment. It's It's a wonderful anchoring tool. So, turning the head left and right. So, hum. So, hum. And then lifting up the chin, lifting up the eyebrows, and then rounding the back, and as you do, push through the forearms, dropping the head, stretching out through the spine. So, hum. So, hum. So, hum. Coming back to neutral and then bringing the arms out wider, just noticing how it feels to come into crime scene pose in this twisted sphinx. Once again, supporting yourself wherever you need support. Now bringing the hands in, straighten the arms, holding that twist still. Taking the weight into that right hand, right arm, keeping it straight. Thread the needle with the left arm coming underneath and come down onto your shoulder. So you're still lying down, oriented towards that right side, but, or is it left side, or whatever side. When you twist it like this, it's hard to know the sides. And then reaching out the top arm above the head. Opening up the ribs. So, hum. Now taking that top arm, we're going to try the different twist, bringing it around behind your back, coming out with arms outstretched. The knees are still twisting to the left, so you've moved the twist from a lumbar twist up into a thoracic twist. And the bottom foot can hold down the top knee if you like. Oh, so, hum. I am who I am. And then slowly float that arm back. Draw the hand in closer and push yourself up, orienting yourself to the top of the mat once again. And simply noticing how you feel. Grab a strap and a blanket or a towel to sit on. Once again with the towel or the blanket, just folding it in such a way that you can sit on the edge and create a forward tilt in the pelvis. Strap handy. And we'll start with feet together. You can have blocks or a bolster here for your head. So just coming into a bit of hip opening here. Blocks can go under the thighs if that's too much, or if you like, you can support your head on your blocks or your bolster. But once again, just working with the sensation your hips are okay with. So hum. I am who I am. Five more mantra breaths here. And then slowly using your arms to come up, removing the blocks, leaning back into the hands, and then slowly extend the legs out to the sides of the mat. Curling back the toes, driving through the heel bones, feeling the calf muscles stretch as you lean back. Walk your hands a little closer together so you draw the shoulder blades closer together and you feel an opening in the front body, across the shoulders and chest. So, hum. Three more mantra breaths here. And then slowly bringing the hands forward, bending just the right knee and bringing the right foot into the foot. And you should feel your posture now leaning forward rather than backwards. If not, adjust your seat, grab your strap. And we'll start with a little hydration of the foot, simply flossing the bottom of the foot. And then drawing the strap towards the top of the arch, pull back, lean back, just to lengthen through that calf muscle. Let's do 5 So Ham breaths here. I am who I am. Walking the hands forward, keeping the chin off the chest for now, so we have a nice fold forward rather than a rounding. Shoulders relaxed, no contest here. 5 So Ham breaths. If you're melting further forward, that's good. Now on that 5th breath, you can drop the head towards the knee now, if that works for your body. So Ham. And then slowly coming up, take the right hand behind your back and grab the strap from behind. So it's causing you to twist to the right. And you can walk your hand down the strap as far as you like. The left hand is going to cross over the front of the body, grabbing your thigh or knee. Keeping that right shoulder back, turn the head towards the front shoulder, the left shoulder. And just so we don't freeze the neck, let's turn the neck and head with each mantra. So, Ham. So, Ham. I am who I am. So, Ham. Slowly release the twist, keeping that same leg extended. Take the strap into the right hand again, except have it in front of you. And we're simply going to do lift ups and look ups. So you're lifting up, looking up. So creating a leaning twist. Lift up, look up. Relax. Lift up, look up. So, Ham. So, Ham. Now, the next time you lift up, look up, bring the left hand in front and hold and anchor to your leg and just hold that twisted flexion. And this is a wonderful place for a mantra to quieten the mind when there's so much isometric discomfort. So, hum. It's like giving a dog the bone to chew on so it stops being frantically running around. Let your mind chew on the bone of the mantra. And then slowly release. So we've just gone through a whole series on one side there. We can change legs when you're ready. And we'll start with some simple foot floss with that extended leg. Working your way up to the top of the arch. And we'll start with the leaning back just to help the calf muscle and the Achilles tendon release a bit. Very therapeutic for the bottom of the foot. And then changing that to a lean forward, just walking the hands down the strap. Once again, in no rush. We're kind of waiting for that melting feeling where we more melt into the stretch. We're not straining to get into the stretch. It can take up to a minute before you feel that first melt. So, hum. So while we're waiting, we've got the mantra, the breath, so there's my melt point, I can feel it. Something gives. Some kind of trust takes place in the muscles. You can drop the head towards the knee if you like. I am who I am. And then slowly come up, and we're going to take the left hand behind the back and grab the strap, beginning the twist to that left side. And once again, turning the head left and right as you do it. And while you hold that, I'm just going to and you can anchor that front hand across in front of you onto the left thigh. And once again, to prevent the neck freezing up, turning the head. So, And to create a slightly different twist, slowly relax. Grabbing the strap with the same hand in front of you this time. And we'll start with elbow lifts and look up. And then down. So, hum. So, hum. So it's a lovely one to open up the rib cage while you're in a twist. And then we go into the isometric hold, lifting, anchoring with the right hand across the front of the body, and using the mantra to soothe the mind. So, hum. So, hum. Exhale, gently release, come to neutral, relaxing, noticing, and continuing your mantra. We start to see the impact of the mantra helping the rebound, the reset. Gives a little turbo to the reset. So, let's come onto our back. Keep the strap handy. And we'll start simply knees together, feet apart, TP pose. Arms somewhere between 90 and 45. 45 is a good angle. Just checking in on the back. And then letting the knees naturally come apart to the same width as the feet. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. And you're going to pick up the figure four and hold the figure four towards you, coming into the piriformis. And we start easy. We can just simply hold the crossed leg nice and close. Once the piriformis starts to relax, you can reach deeply inside the figure four and clasp the hands around the outside of the shin. That's going to allow you to squeeze the figure four in more closely. If you can't reach the shin, put a strap around the shin and hold the strap. Make sure the head comes back down as you squeeze in. So the head is resting while you squeeze more deeply, pulling on the strap or the shin directly with the hands, getting a deeper squeeze into that piriformis. Once again, use your mantra to soothe the mind from the isometric discomfort. So hum. Now release the squeeze so that the right foot comes back to the mat. And slide the left knee over the right knee into floppy shin. Bring the hands out to the side palms down. Stop the flop. Push down with the right foot so you're lifting the hips off the ground. Squeeze the buttocks and roll onto your right hip, bringing the knees to the left. So once more coming into a lumbar twist. I am that I am. So there's a slight difference in I am who I am and I am that I am. I am that I am. And then slowly coming back. Bring the knees together, feet apart, TP pose. Let the knees come out to feet width apart, and this time crossing the right ankle over the left. We'll pick up the figure four on this side and feel that stretch through the piriformis into the outer leg. You can increase the squeeze by grabbing the shin with hands or strap. Make sure the head comes back. Focus on the mantra and the breath until you feel the muscles let go. So hum. And gently release the left foot back to the mat, cross the knees, come into floppy shin. Bringing the hands out 90 degrees, palms down. Stop the flop. Push down with the left foot and bring the hips off the ground. And then roll onto the left hip, knees fall to the left. Come back to your mantra and breath, waiting for the muscles on this side, the twisting muscles, to soften. So hum. And slowly unwind, knees together, feet apart. And then bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, and clasp the hands behind the head. Coming into double open butterfly. We'll be here for a while, so use the mantra and the breath. Let the mantra chant into the muscles. I am that I am. Now carefully close the knees together and walk the feet in a little closer to the buttocks until you feel your low back start to melt into the mat. Carefully pick the head up off the ground And that should keep the low back on the mat with a little more traction. Carry the weight of your head in your hands. And then slowly start to close the wings of the upper butterfly until your forearms press into the sides of the skull, wrapping around the ears. Chin down to chest. Keep the back of the neck supported. You can even squeeze the heel palms of the hands more firmly into the occiput of the skull, creating a traction in the back of the neck. So, hum. So, hum. So, hum. Now, carefully lowering the head back down, opening up the upper wings of the butterfly, and then the lower wings, feet together, knees out. Releasing the head, find your way into Shavasana of choice. If you want to keep the hips open, you can with the butterfly Shavasana. If you've had plenty of hip opening, you can come into traditional Shavasana or knees together, TP Shavasana. And even in Shavasana is a wonderful time to come back to your mantra, imagining the mantra getting more and more silent, more and more distant, more and more gentle. And take the next 10 breaths to transition from Shavasana to your seat. So, Ham. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.